Welcome back everyone to another Day Zero Battle for Humanity build along. Today we have the second to last character, the Smiling Titan, who I hate looking at. Smiling Titan's another one of those characters that's making waves, probably more in Spotlight than Standard, but she's pretty hefty. So Smiling Titan is a 6 hand size 31 health character with the Titan keyword. She has death and life. I keep saying she. I'm not sure, but kind of has that Karen-y haircut. My apologies to anyone named Karen. Death and life as their symbols. They have Enhance, Tenacious, so playable while the card's committed. Your attack gets plus X speed and plus X damage. X equals your attack's printed difficulty minus 4. So you really want to run those really high difficulty attacks. So pretty cool. And then response, once per turn, Tenacious, so also playable while committed. After an attack deals 6 or more damage, ready this character. So you want to commit your character to pass a check, deal damage, ready them, then you can commit them again, so basically treating your character as 2 foundations over the course of your turn. So, death and life. I think we want to go life with death attuned here. I think this would give us the best rate. So let's see what we got here. Your rival has 10 or more foundations. This attack gets minus 2 difficulty. So we do say printed difficulty. Yeah, we do say printed difficulty minus 4. So with Attack Titan's Destructive Power, we can get +5/+5. We could also Ruin 2, flip a rival foundation with a difficulty of 2 or less. And if they have 10 or more foundations, which they would need to stop our massive attacks, we get minus 2 difficulty, and this only becomes a 7 difficulty, which is pretty good. Weapons in the discard pile. Remove 3 foundations from your discard pile. This attack gets plus X damage. X equals the combined difficulty of the cards removed this way. Not bad. Not great either. While we are building the shift attacks, I don't know if we want to build them necessarily transformed all the time, especially 7 or less. We don't want anything... What sucks is we don't want anything as a 4 difficulty or less, because then our character's not giving it any stats. Ravages of War is an amazing card that we should really want. Short work, no. Let's see. Build top card of your deck face down. Committed? Yeah, but that's committed. We want ready foundations. Building committed again. If we've gained health, our next thing ignores progressive. Plow through enemies is fun. Stomp of the female titan's fun. We can give it 2 speed and, or 3 speed and 3 damage, which then becomes a 6 speed and 6 damage. Something to look at. But mainly we're gonna want these big bad boys. Attack Titan attacks, obviously. Colossus Titan attacks, obviously. I don't know if we'd want Thermal Blast. I would love to play Thermal Blast in Smiling Titan and give it +9/+9. I think that would be absolutely ridiculous. I don't know if I could, in good conscience, put it in the deck, though. Food motivated. If we're running all these high difficulties, I don't want to run the 2 check. Jaw Titan attacks. Smiling Titan attacks. We can give it 3 speed, 3 damage. It's pretty good. Unexpected outcomes. Gives +5/+5, and then we can rip an attack out of our opponent's hand, so that's pretty good. So now let's look at our, well, maybe there is a niche 4 diff foundation we could use. That could boost well, this boosts checks. It only get 1/1 from our character. But we can spend a momentum, and our next check to play a card gets +2. We'll look at it. Mainly, I think there's more in the life symbol that can Next attack, it's -1 difficulty. It's basically just treating that as if it doesn't exist. I think there's more on the life symbol that we can use to ready foundations than there is on the death symbol. And like I said, we're going through these building together. So I haven't exactly looked into that. If you have, whatever I just did, please tell me everything's safe. Keep it secret, keep it safe, okay? Sorry about that. My wife's gaming mouse is giving me trouble. Alright, where was I? Was I onto the next page yet? I was onto the next page, okay. If you have 3 more face-down foundations, your next attack is -2 difficulty. -2 difficulty might be worth it. We'd need 3 or more face-downs, though. I don't know if we have 3 or more face-downs. Like, a lot of flip stuff. Excuse me. It's a bit early this morning, as you can tell by the bright light coming through my east-facing window. We're not playing cards from anywhere other than our hand right now. Yeah, I think this ready is based on punches, but we're not running a lot of punches. We're running a lot of Titan stuff. So I don't think we're going to worry too much about any more attacks. Yeah, I think that's going to be it. So let's see what attacks we have. Attack Titan's Destructive Power. It looks like we're playing Titan Tribal, if we get rid of the Black Abyss. So Titan Tribal could be fun. So because Smiling Titan doesn't say non-throw, I really want to play more Colossus Titan attacks, because it is a throw, and making this a 12 mid 16 is just stupid. So let's do some of that. Let's do some Titan's Destructive Power. Let's cut that to a 2. Ravages of War. Stomp the Female could be a 2 of. Attack Titan attacks could be like a 2 or a 3. Smiling Titan for a 2. Unexpected Outcomes as a 2. What's that put us at? 16. Hey, first time or second time I think that we're under. I think Ravages of War is like a good 4 of. That's definitely going to be a strong card to play. Attack Titan attacks. We can always play them on 5s if we've built them. And, well, printed 5. And still get +4/+4. So that's pretty solid. Smiling Titan's our cheapest attack other than Stomp. So let's boost Stomp and boost Smiling. 20 attacks on our Titan Tribal. Alright. So let's go to assets. What kind of assets do we have? Potato. Potato would be good for protecting our damage, but I think we can do that in other ways. Vertical maneuvering. We don't have any momentum outs on our attacks, so we could use this defensively. It unboxes good. Interdimensional Plants. Destroy sacrifice a foundation, draw a card. Your next check to play a card gets +1. Maybe. Maybe just because we can sacrifice a committed foundation. Could be something. We'll come back to that, maybe. On to actions. Destroying rival foundations. Look at the top card of your deck. If it's an attack, backup, or foundation, you may play it as your next form, ignoring progressive difficulty. So, I kind of dig this. Not only for the Breaker 1, but if you don't have enough foundations to play one of these big attacks, you can just build out and maybe play, or like if you don't draw any attacks, you can just build out, play this, and then if you flip over an attack, you can gain the ability to play that attack ignoring progressive difficulty, which is really, really cool. Future is now kind of the same way. Like if you've only drawn the one attack, and you can just build, play Futures now, play your attack ignoring progressive, get +2/+2. Maybe. Because we are kind of only going to throw, like, one attack per turn. Maybe. But let's go on to foundations. After your unblocked attack deals damage, your rival loses 3 health. That could be very useful for us. After we play a card with a difficulty of 8 or greater, draw a card. We have quite a few of those. We have one... We have everything but Smiling Titan attacks and Stomp of the Female Titan. So yeah, and it's a 6 check, which is really solid. We want to run as many 6 checks as possible. We're not sacrificing much. Bearded Titan is good because it's Tenacious Speed Hate. Commit for -3 damage. Scared Stiff. Smiling Death. Lethality of Levi Ackerman. Excuse me. Again, we don't have a lot of use for momentum, so we could just, on our attack, burn with Vengeful Intent. We'll see. We'll see what else we can do here. Shift attack is 3 damage. After you play a backup or a shift attack, that check is +2. We are playing 3, 6, 9 shift attacks, so that'll be useful. Defend the rear is good speed hate. -1 damage for each backup in your stage. Hanji could be good, because we can discard cards, and if we discard a Titan, we can draw an extra card. So if we're needing, like, block zones. After we play an attack, gain a health. If it deals damage, that attack does not count towards progressive difficulty. We kind of dig not counting towards progressive difficulty. Ymir's Regeneration. We could gain health after taking a direct hit. And that might not be bad. Since a lot of our attacks might have to be, or a lot of our foundations would probably be blocked. Or playing these big attacks is going to take up a lot of foundations, basically. Titan's Power, no. Your rival's next check gets -2 this turn. Cool. Refreshing Blend. This is going to be a good way to spend our momentum, because we can spend it to ready foundations. Steadfast Resolve, we're not going to worry about. Curious about Quirks, we're not going to worry about. Fruitart Gourmand. Playing keyword abilities. Defiant Stance would be great if it wasn't just commit for cost. If it was just, like, if we had to commit on our... After you make a check, it gets +2 if your character is committed. Okay, that could be useful. That could be very useful. Printed Speed. Let's see what else we got here. We're not adding cards to our hand. We're not playing any wind cards. Excuse me. If our character is committed, we get Speed Hate. That's solid. After we flip a foundation, ready this foundation. Syndicate target is a 6 check. I kind of like Fateful Meeting, because if we're not going to block, we can just chuck 3 damage at our rival, and our response on our character says after an attack deals 6 or more damage, ready this character. So we could tank the first hit, and then ready her up and use her to commit to pass another check. So that could be useful. Readying rival foundations. I don't want to ready rival foundations. I want to ready my foundations. Number 6 Pro Hero is solid. We need 6 checks. What else we got here? If we have 10 or less health, the next attack we attempt to play ignores progressive. I don't think we're going to worry about that right now. What else can ready? Let's see. Blood Evaluation can ready it itself. has a way to spend momentum too. After one of your foundations is committed due to a rival's non-character effect, ready it. Yeah, some anti-stun would be nice, so let's put in some heroic assistance. Because then if one of our foundations is committed, we get to ready 2 cards instead of just 1. All Might's Mentorship. Playing cards as our next form. If we gain health, we can ready carbo loading. We don't have a lot to gain health, though. At least not offensively. I don't think. What's our deck look like right now? 63. Aside from a severe lack of low blocks, that's actually not bad. So let's check some low blocks. Let's see what we can do here. Sacrifice, spend momentum, draw 2 cards. We're not wanting to draw 2 cards, though. We're not wanting to sacrifice our foundations, either. +1 damage for each Titan attack we have in play. Hi, Sam. Almost done, buddy. Shameless Haggler can let us gain health, but it can also let our rival gain health. Out of reach, we're not worrying about that. We're not playing ally cards. We're not playing stuff that shares at least 2 symbols with our character. After this card is committed due to a rival's effect, gain 2 health and ready a foundation. Could be okay. Gives us a bit of health. After you discard 1 more momentum, your rival spends momentum. After you play this card, your rival commits a foundation. Flip a rival committed foundation. I don't know if we want to run 4s on our foundations, though. This card is readied. If we've lost health during this attack, your attack gets 1 damage. Flip, if this attack deals damage, gain 2 health. If your attack's speed or damage is at least double its printed value, this attack does not count towards progressive difficulty. Can that help us? No. That cannot. High value target could be good defensively. Because like I said, if we have to commit 4 or 5 cards in order to play one of these attacks, it'd be really good to have some of that extra buff on defense. So that puts us at 66. I think this is a pretty decent start for the Smiling Titan. Hi, Sam. You want to come up and say hi? Come on. Come on up. Yep, come on. Okay, just sit there. He's being camera shy today. But yeah, I think this would be a really good, because all of your damage and offense is focused on your attack, or your character, plus these massive attacks. So your foundations and your non-attacks are basically there to set up for defense. And I think that could be really strong. So, hi, Sam. Oh. Say hi. Alright, he doesn't like being held. Well, he likes being held, he just doesn't like being picked up. But yeah, so that is my first take on Smiling Titan. I can see why people are scared of her. Yeah, that's, ugh. I don't like it. But yeah, it's going to be an expensive deck with all of these ultra rares, but I mean, it could be worth it if you're chucking 16 damage throws, 9 high 12s. You know, this becomes 9 mid 9, only using 2 of its responses and your character. Yeah, so that is my first take on Smiling Titan, and I will see you guys in the last one for Ymir. Until next time, take care.